In a world filled with fleeting distractions and superficial interactions, imagine possessing a set of habits that draws people in, not just for a moment, but for meaningful connections. Today, we're going to dive deep into the realm of Stoicism to uncover 10 powerful habits that do more than catch the eye. They forge deep admiration and genuine intrigue. These aren't just tips for fleeting attraction. They're principles for cultivating a magnetic presence that resonates with confidence and authenticity. As we explore these Stoic habits, you'll see how simple daily practices can transform your approach to relationships, making you more compelling and assured. By adopting these timeless principles, you'll learn how to stand out by enhancing not only your charm, but also your personal growth and emotional resilience. Join us as we break down each habit and show how to integrate them into your daily life to become a person who not only attracts, but sustains interest and admiration. Whether you're looking to improve your personal relationships or simply become a more centered and attractive individual, these insights will provide a solid foundation. Before we begin, take a moment to commit to your personal growth by leaving a comment below saying, "I'm a magnet." This simple declaration shows you're ready to embrace the principles we're about to explore and apply them in your own life. Let this be your first step toward becoming the confident, magnetic individual you're meant to be. Now, let's dive in. Number 1, take the reins. There's a unique allure in a man who steps up as a leader, balancing confidence with a touch of sensitivity. This leadership isn't about domineering control or an overbearing presence. Instead, it's about displaying a certain calm, assured decisiveness that shines through, particularly when decisions are plentiful and critical. Consider the scenario of organizing a date. It's not merely about picking a place or activity, it's about showcasing your ability to make thoughtful choices. It's about selecting a setting that not only resonates with your style, but also fits your budget, and planning activities that spark her interest. Picture yourself planning a special evening. Instead of tossing the decision back to her with questions like where she'd like to go or what she'd want to do, step forward with a clear, well-considered plan. For instance, you might suggest, "How about we check out that new Italian restaurant downtown this Saturday? I've heard great things about it. Afterwards, we could catch some live jazz at that intimate club nearby, if that sounds good to you." This approach not only demonstrates initiative, but also exudes thoughtful preparation and consideration, highlighting your role as a partner who is committed to creating enjoyable and memorable experiences. Frequently hesitating or routinely passing over decisions to her might initially appear accommodating, but over time it could reflect a lack of commitment or interest. While it's crucial to value her preferences and respect her choices, steering the course of decision-making underscores your engagement and commitment in the relationship. The key is to blend confident leadership with keen listening, acknowledging her opinions while also setting the direction for your shared endeavors. Such decisiveness is especially compelling because it embodies a strong, admirable trait often celebrated in Stoic philosophy. The capacity not only to make firm decisions, but also the bravery to uphold them, pivoting when necessary. By embodying these traits, you position yourself as a dependable and fascinating partner, someone who provides both stability and excitement. This not only elevates your appeal, but also encourages her to value the secure and purposeful atmosphere you create, deepening your connection and fostering mutual respect. Number 2, leaving a lasting impression. Have you ever wondered why things that are harder to obtain often seem more valuable? This principle holds true in the landscape of human relationships as well. According to Stoic philosophy, which prides itself on self-discipline and wise resource management, there's a fine line between being accessible and being taken for granted. Stoics advocate for leading a purpose-driven life, suggesting that we should not always be at the beck and call of others. This approach can greatly enhance the quality of our personal connections. Consider this common scenario. Perhaps you're the type who responds to messages instantly, always willing to assist others, or frequently adjusts your plans to accommodate someone else. While these are certainly admirable traits, excessively doing so can sometimes lead to being perceived as less valuable or even neglected. Stoicism teaches us to value our own time and presence, which in turn helps others recognize and appreciate our worth. Imagine this. You meet a friend every single weekend without fail. It's a set routine that you'll be there. What if you started to allocate some of these weekends to pursue your own passions, like exploring a new hobby or catching up with different friends? Initially, this shift might come as a surprise or even cause disappointment. But over time, it fosters a greater appreciation for the moments you do spend together. Your absence will be noted, and the intrigue about your activities will make your presence more impactful when you do meet. This strategy is not about being manipulative or elusive. It's about authentically building a life that brings you joy and fulfillment outside of your relationships. Engage deeply with what truly excites you, whether that's painting, cycling, or any other pursuit. Investing in your passions not only enhances your own life, but also makes you an infinitely more interesting and engaging person to be around. By mindfully choosing when to be available, you embody another Stoic principle, focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. While you can't control others' feelings towards you, you can certainly control how you spend your time and energy. This reflects a Stoic resilience and a strong sense of self that is not easily swayed by external demands. This approach also serves as a natural filter for your relationships. Those who truly value you will recognize your decreased availability and will make more efforts to connect when you're present. They will value your time more because they see that you do. On the other hand, if someone doesn't seem to notice or care, it could be an indicator that it's time to reassess their role in your life. Embrace this Stoic wisdom. Balance your availability and give priority to your personal growth. It's not about ignoring the needs of others, but rather managing your interactions with thoughtful consideration and respect. Strive to ensure that your presence is a valuable contribution, not merely a given. The goal is to cultivate a rich, fulfilling life where your interactions enhance your joy and contentment, rather than solely defining them. Before we dive into the next empowering concept, take a moment to reflect on how balancing your presence and valuing your time can elevate your relationships. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts or simply typing, "My presence is valuable." Your engagement not only adds depth to this conversation, but also inspires others to embrace their own value. Now, let's move forward with the next insightful point, where we'll explore the beauty of embracing who you truly are. Number 3, love your authentic self. In the ever-turbulent sea of dating and social interactions, it's all too common to lose ourselves in a masquerade, donning masks and roles in a bid to capture approval and affection. This quest, where we contort our identities to fit into a mold we assume others will admire, can erode our self-esteem and obstruct the pathway to true, heartfelt connections. Through the lens of Stoicism, the path to a fulfilling life isn't paved with the accolades and applause of others, but with steadfast adherence to our own virtues and principles. Stoicism teaches us that the accolades of the external world are fleeting and unreliable. True value and satisfaction stem from how we view ourselves and how well we align with our deepest values. Picture this scenario. You meet someone who piques your interest, and suddenly you find yourself adjusting your behavior, your words, even your beliefs, to mirror what you think they desire in a partner. Maybe you pretend to enjoy hobbies that actually bore you, offer compliments that aren't genuine, or downplay your achievements to avoid seeming boastful. While such strategies might catch their eye initially, the effort to maintain this facade can be exhausting and is ultimately counterproductive. It builds a relationship on a shaky foundation of performance and pretense, which is likely to crumble under the weight of its own insincerity. In stark contrast, embracing a Stoic mindset means cultivating resilience and integrity. It encourages us to live a life fueled by personal development and genuine satisfaction, rather than a superficial chase for external validation. Envision someone who pursues their passion, be it painting, science, or hiking, not for recognition, but for the profound joy it brings them. Let's say you're an avid hiker who thrives in the great outdoors. Instead of concealing this in favor of more universally popular pastimes, you openly share your adventures and invite others to join in. This isn't a bid for attention, but a true reflection of your passions. This type of genuine enthusiasm is magnetic, attracting people who truly appreciate and resonate with your authentic self. Moreover, adopting a Stoic stance on validation reframes social interactions as opportunities to gauge mutual compatibility, rather than auditions for approval. This profound shift allows you to stand firm in your own identity, open to connections that genuinely complement your true self. You don't chase, you naturally attract. This mindset doesn't just make you more appealing, it also acts as a natural filter, drawing in those who align with your genuine self and repelling those who don't. By moving the focus from seeking external validation to cherishing your own judgment and worth, you enhance how others view you. People are inherently drawn to those who exude self-assurance and who do not depend on others for validation. So, cherish this reminder. The strongest foundation for meaningful relationships is to remain unwaveringly true to yourself. The finest version of you, not an imagined persona tailored for others. Embrace your true self and watch as the right connections unfold naturally. Number 4. Stretch your limits. It's easy to slip into what's known as a scarcity mindset, particularly during challenging times. This kind of thinking tricks us into believing that opportunities, especially in love and connection, are extremely limited. As a result, we might find ourselves investing all our emotional energies into a single prospect. Sadly, this approach not only increases stress, but also intensifies our sense of urgency when things don't pan out as hoped. Now imagine flipping the script with the abundance mindset, a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the elements within our control, our actions and reactions, and to release our grip on everything beyond our influence. In the realm of relationships, this translates to accepting that not every interaction is destined for depth or duration, and that's perfectly okay. Consider a scenario where you're at a social gathering and you strike up a conversation with someone intriguing. You share laughs and a good discussion, yet it concludes there. If you're entrenched in a scarcity mindset, you might view this as a major loss. However, adopting a Stoic perspective reveals it as merely one opportunity among many. Instead of fixating on what didn't materialize, you take the lessons learned and prepare yourself for future encounters. Stoicism doesn't suggest we suppress our feelings, but rather that we acknowledge them, comprehend them, and harness this understanding to progress. It teaches us to appreciate the transient nature of our interactions, aiding in the release of needless disappointments. Think about those who radiate confidence and success, whether they're acquaintances or figures you admire from afar. These individuals recognize that life is brimming with potential. They don't allow rejections or minor setbacks to deter them. Each event is seen as a chance to learn and to advance with a revitalized sense of purpose and optimism. So, how can you begin to cultivate this abundant mindset? Start by broadening your social circles. Engage in new hobbies, attend various gatherings, or try online dating. Each new setting and every new face enhances your likelihood of forging substantial relationships. Moreover, every interaction, whether it blossoms into a romantic connection or concludes with a polite goodbye, is an opportunity to strengthen your resilience, sharpen your social skills, and refine what you truly seek in a partner. Keep your outlook positive and your heart receptive. Embrace the copious opportunities life presents. Let Stoic wisdom guide you through the fluctuations of dating with grace and confidence. By adopting this philosophy, you'll see that the world is replete with endless possibilities, not just for love, but for personal growth and happiness as well. Before we dive into the next point, I want to take a moment to invite you to reflect on the ideas we've just covered. If the concept of embracing an abundance mindset resonates with you, leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, or simply type, "I choose abundance mindset," to affirm your commitment. Your engagement not only strengthens the community, but also reinforces these principles within yourself. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this journey, and feel free to share your insights. Now, let's continue. Number 5. Create lively interactions. Ever wondered how to transform every conversation into an unforgettable experience? It's not about donning a facade or resorting to shallow antics. It's about weaving a thread of joy and lightheartedness throughout your interactions. This strategy not only sets the stage for a relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere, but also fosters a connection that goes beyond superficial chatter. However, the key lies in maintaining a delicate balance between being playful and being perceived as reliable and emotionally mature. Here's your guide to achieving this engaging equilibrium. Step 1. Initiate with subtle humor. Start your interactions with a spark of gentle humor. Let's say she playfully criticizes her own clumsiness. Join in with a chuckle, saying something like, "Well, I guess it's helmets on for our next adventure." This not only acknowledges her sense of humor, but also keeps the vibe light and engaging. Employing playful mimicry, like imitating her laugh or her gestures, can also add a unique twist, showing that you're attentive and fully present. Step 2. Engage with light challenges. When she expresses her opinions, particularly on lighthearted matters like her favorite films or books, weave in a friendly challenge. If she's all praises for a movie you find less appealing, tease her with, "Really? That movie?" Maybe it's time to broaden your horizons with some undisputed classics. This type of banter introduces a fun, spirited debate that enhances the dynamism of your conversation. Step 3. Support her emotionally. Amidst all the fun, it's vital to be there for her emotionally. If she's dealing with a tough day, dial back the jests and offer a listening ear. Validate her feelings, and if the moment feels right, gently reintroduce humor to lighten her spirits. This shows that you're not only about the laughs, you're a pillar of support, too. Step 4. Maintain a whimsical spontaneity. Keep her intrigued with your unpredictability and sharp wit. Surprise her occasionally with a humorous meme that references an inside joke between the two of you, or send a quirky text out of the blue. This blend of surprise and thoughtfulness creates a magnetic charm that's hard to resist. By mastering these elements, you establish yourself as a man who not only brings joy and entertainment, but also embodies emotional depth and stability. Women are naturally drawn to men who can simultaneously make them laugh, think, and feel secure. You become not just a momentary diversion, but a valued companion, a source of happiness, wisdom, and trust. Remember, while it's essential to keep the interaction light and joyful, grounding it with sincerity and depth makes it genuinely enchanting. Continue to integrate these Stoic principles into your daily interactions, enhancing both your life and the lives of those around you. Let's make every conversation not just a chat, but a cherished memory. Number 6, seize the moment with grace. Imagine you're stepping into a room and everyone is drawn to you, not because of a perfectly rehearsed smile or the right words on cue, but because you're fully present in the moment. You're not worried about what to say next or how you appear. Instead, you're immersed in the conversation, paying close attention to the world around you. That's the true essence of charisma, and this idea is at the heart of Stoicism. Charisma isn't a trick or a performance. It's an authentic expression of being completely engaged with life as it happens. When you live in the present, people naturally feel your presence. You stand out not because of flashy words or calculated moves, but because you're genuinely in tune with your surroundings, especially in social situations where attention is a precious commodity. Let's break it down further. Stoicism teaches that charisma is more than surface charm. It's the reflection of inner confidence. This confidence grows when you stop letting worries about the future or regrets about the past take hold of your thoughts. Instead, focus your energy on fully experiencing the current moment. Take, for example, a casual get-together. Rather than stressing over impressing someone, you immerse yourself in the conversation. When someone talks about a hobby they love, you listen intently, ask thoughtful questions, and connect with what they're saying. This simple but deep engagement stands out. The magic happens when you're not trying to force anything. You're just there, present, and listening. Imagine you're talking with someone you're interested in, really listening to them without distractions. They'll feel the difference. They'll see how attentive you are, and that naturally creates a deeper connection. Your interest shows that you're not just there to say what they want to hear, but to truly understand their thoughts and passions. This doesn't just apply to romantic encounters. Anyone you meet will notice the authenticity in your presence. When you approach life like this, people gravitate toward you, not because you're trying to win them over, but because you're fully alive in every interaction. This authentic charisma, grounded in Stoic principles, makes people remember you long after the conversation is over. You become someone worth knowing, someone who brings energy and meaning to each moment. And it's not about making others chase you. It's about creating an environment where people feel drawn to your presence, simply because you're living fully and engaging with them on a deeper level. So, as you navigate life, remember, charisma isn't about being slick or smooth. It's about being present, genuine, and fully immersed in each moment. When you embrace the now with confidence and integrity, you won't need to chase admiration. It will find you naturally. If you've journeyed with me this far and are still engaged, take a moment to reflect on how powerful it is to seize the moment with grace. When you're truly present, others feel it, and the world responds to your authenticity. If this message resonates with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments or simply type, "I embrace the now." Your feedback helps us grow, and your engagement makes a difference. Now, let's dive into the next point, where we explore how true understanding goes beyond surface appearances and taps into a deeper connection with the world around us. Number 7. Look further than what meets the eye. Picture this. Each conversation you have is an opportunity to see into the soul of another person. When you choose to engage on a level that transcends the mundane, you're essentially saying, "I recognize the essence of who you are, and I'm truly invested in understanding what drives and defines you." It's not about prying into private corners of their life. It's about forging a connection that resonates with genuine curiosity and respect. Take, for example, when she mentions her job or studies. Rather than the predictable nod and move on, why not dive into what fuels her passion? Try asking, what was it about architecture that captured your imagination? Can you recall a moment that felt pivotal in choosing this path? This approach not only shows that you value her aspirations, but also that you respect her professional journey. Or perhaps explore the experiences that have shaped her. A simple question like, "Is there a childhood memory that you hold dear?" can open a gateway to her past, allowing you a glimpse into the experiences that have sculpted her present self. Getting to know her values also enriches your understanding of her world. You could inquire about the cultural pieces that have influenced her, with questions like, which book or film profoundly changed your perspective on life, and why? Such inquiries deepen the dialogue and provide insight into her philosophical or moral frameworks. Stoicism, a philosophy that values the art of listening, teaches us that meaningful interaction is not merely about hearing words, but about sensing the emotions and intentions behind them. When she speaks, strive to listen with the intent to comprehend, not just to reply. Paying this level of attention demonstrates that you cherish her thoughts and feelings, which cultivates trust and deep respect. Deeper conversations create more robust emotional ties. They lay the groundwork for relationships anchored in mutual respect and shared experiences, far surpassing the superficial bonds formed through casual small talk. For instance, if she confides about a challenging time in her life, your empathy and support can strengthen your connection. You might respond with understanding, saying, "That sounds incredibly challenging. How did you navigate through that time?" By genuinely engaging with her narratives and ideas, you make her feel seen and appreciated, traits that are immensely appealing. This not only draws people closer, but also motivates them to invest more deeply in the relationship. When you show authentic interest in understanding her, it's likely she will feel inspired to open up further, enhancing the bond between you. Number 8. Create a positive twinge of jealousy. At its core, people are drawn to excitement, adventure, and those who seem to have a spark that lights up their world. When you focus too much on one person, you might unintentionally give off the impression that you don't have much else going on. Being constantly available can sometimes lower your value in their eyes, even if that's not your intention. You might find yourself thinking, "If I'm always there for them, won't that show how much I care?" But often, it's the opposite. Constant availability can signal that your world revolves entirely around them, and that can reduce the sense of mystery and excitement. This is where Stoicism comes in to offer a powerful lesson. Control what you can, and don't let your happiness be dependent on another person's attention. Stoic philosophy encourages us to live in alignment with our values, focusing on self-improvement and inner peace. This isn't about ignoring someone or being distant for the sake of it. It's about creating a life that is naturally appealing, because it's full of richness, variety, and personal growth. So, how do you bring that sense of vibrancy into your life? Start by thinking about what excites you outside of your romantic interests. Reconnect with your passions and surround yourself with activities that bring you joy. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn a new language, try your hand at photography, or join a local sports team. Or maybe it's time to reconnect with old friends or make new ones by stepping out of your comfort zone. Imagine taking up a dance class or committing to a challenging fitness routine, something that lights you up from the inside. When you fill your life with these experiences, something remarkable happens. You become more well-rounded, more interesting, and more confident. People, including those you're interested in, will notice. When they see you thriving, laughing, learning, and enjoying life on your own terms, it naturally sparks curiosity. They'll wonder what's got you so energized and happy. And it's not about excluding them, but rather showing them that your life is rich and fulfilling, with or without their constant presence. This dynamic creates a healthy balance. Instead of chasing after their attention, you're living fully, and in doing so, you become more desirable. You've shown that you're not dependent on their validation or involvement for your happiness. This isn't about stirring jealousy, but letting your life speak for itself. It's about being so engaged in your own journey that others can't help but want to be a part of it. Stoicism reminds us that personal growth and self-respect are key. By investing in your own happiness and creating a vibrant, engaging life, you naturally enhance your attractiveness. People are drawn to those who are confident, content, and driven. They see you as someone worth pursuing, someone who brings value to every interaction. So, embrace the opportunity to enrich your life. Be the kind of person who others can't help but be curious about, because you're too busy living fully. In doing so, you'll find that not only do others take notice, but you'll also feel more fulfilled and grounded in your own journey. Let your life be a testament to your worth, and let your adventures inspire others to want to join you on this exciting path. Number 9. Give genuine compliments. Let's dive into something truly captivating: the power of genuine praise. Have you ever thought about how much impact your words can have when they come from a place of sincerity? Stoicism, a philosophy focused on truth and wisdom, urges us to offer meaningful appreciation that goes beyond shallow flattery. It encourages us to see the deeper qualities in people, their character, their effort, and the passion they put into what they do. Picture this. You meet someone who pours their heart into their creative work, whether it's music, painting, or any form of art. It's not just the finished product that stands out, it's the dedication they've shown along the way. Instead of a simple, "That's amazing," imagine telling them, "Your dedication really shines through." The vibrant colors and emotions you've captured with each brushstroke are a clear reflection of your passion. This kind of praise isn't just surface level. It acknowledges their journey and connects with them on a deeper level. Stoic wisdom reminds us to appreciate virtues like kindness, patience, and resilience. When you notice these traits in someone, let them know. Say something like, "I admire how patient and kind you are, especially when things get tough." It's truly inspiring to watch. Compliments like this show that you value who they are, not just what they do. And if their actions have made a difference in your life or others, don't hesitate to express that. For example, the way you brought everyone together for this event was incredible. Your attention to detail and effort made all the difference. These words aren't just praise, they reflect the positive impact they've had. In the Stoic mindset, praise is never about manipulation. It's about building trust and respect. When you choose your words carefully and speak from the heart, your compliments resonate on a deeper level. This isn't just about making someone feel good, it's about forging real, lasting connections. When you focus on what truly stands out to you and express it with sincerity, you embody the Stoic ideal of authenticity. People are naturally drawn to those who see and appreciate the essence of who they are. And in doing so, you create stronger relationships and a sense of mutual understanding that's built to last. Number 10. Mastering the art of texting. Imagine this. Your phone buzzes with a new message, but instead of instantly responding, you take a breath. You're in control. This is where Stoic wisdom kicks in. Stoicism is all about self-control and maintaining your inner peace, and this can apply even to something as simple as texting. The moment you reply instantly to every message, you may unintentionally signal that you're too available, as if you're just waiting around for her texts. This gives off the vibe that your day revolves around your phone, and that's not attractive. Instead, embrace the power of scarcity. Think of it this way. When you aren't always readily available, you naturally become more intriguing. If you're constantly waiting for her message, it sends the message that your value is tied to her attention. But when you live your life, focused on your goals, hobbies, and passions, your unavailability adds to your mystery. Being less reachable shows that you have a rich, engaging life. And nothing says attractive more than someone who is truly fulfilled and busy with their own pursuits. Let's break it down. When you get a text, of course, take a look, but you don't have to rush to respond. This isn't about playing games or being distant. It's about being present in whatever you're doing. Maybe you're in the middle of a workout, finishing up a project, or even catching up on your favorite show. Finish what you're doing, then reply when you're ready. The natural pause gives off the impression that you're not glued to your phone, sparking her curiosity about what keeps you so engaged. You're not trying to make her anxious. You're showing her that your world is full of exciting things that don't revolve around waiting for her reply. Picture this. You're finishing a run and you get a message. Instead of dropping everything, you keep going, finish your cool down, and then reply. Maybe you respond with something like, "Hey, just wrapped up my run. What's up?" This gives off the impression that you're focused on your own life, but still interested in connecting. It shows passion for your activities, and passion is attractive. It subtly tells her, "I'm here for you, but I've also got my own fulfilling life." When it's time to reply, don't just send a basic, "How's your day?" Instead, bring something valuable to the conversation. Share a funny story from your day, recommend a good book or article, or ask an interesting question that sparks a deeper discussion. Quality over quantity will always make your texts stand out. You're not just filling space, you're creating connection and meaning with every message. This shows her that when you communicate, it's thoughtful and engaging, not just out of habit. And here's the key. Don't rely on texting as a form of constant validation. If she doesn't reply right away, stay calm. There's no need to follow up with more messages. Confidence means understanding that her response time doesn't define your value. Keep living your life, show patience, and trust that your worth is independent of her instant attention. By applying these Stoic principles to your texting, you're doing more than just improving your game. You're showing maturity, depth, and a sense of self-worth that goes beyond the digital conversation. The goal isn't to manipulate feelings, but to cultivate genuine interest through meaningful communication. Let your vibrant life and intentional responses keep her curious and wanting more. As we conclude our exploration of 10 habits that can significantly influence how women perceive and interact with you, remember that the cornerstone of success is genuine consistency, recognizing your own worth, and making these nuanced yet powerful modifications to your daily interactions. Begin to integrate these habits into your everyday life. Remain true to who you are, and you will certainly notice a positive shift in how both women and everyone around you respond to you. In our session today, we covered everything from holding yourself to high standards and seizing opportunities to honing your texting techniques and beyond. Embracing these Stoic principles enhances not only your appeal, but also helps develop you into a more well-rounded and self-assured individual. Now is the time to put these insights into practice. Be real, value yourself, and initiate those small yet intentional changes in your interactions. By adopting these tactics, staying authentic, and following Stoic wisdom, you're poised to see transformative results in how women, and indeed all people, perceive you. If this video has motivated you and you're ready to start this journey of self-betterment, drop a comment below with "I value myself." This simple statement is a potent affirmation of your dedication to personal development. Before you go, if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our future guidance. We have lots more insights and actionable tips coming your way, designed to help you not only meet, but exceed your aspirations. For additional content like this, make sure to watch the recommended video appearing on your screen right now. Thanks for tuning in today. Remember, the aim is not just to be pursued, it's to grow into the best version of yourself. That is the true allure. See you in the next video.